Hey y'all, Jedi here. Continuing with our dungeon videos, we are now at Grave of Curse. So right now I'm still farming Grave of Curse stage 8. I'm almost to where I can beat stage 9. I'm going to show you guys what I can do to make it so I can do stage 9. And then remember guys, you guys can come into this lineup tips, get it loaded in, and you can see what teams other people are using. Brody's pretty fantastic for this dungeon, so I'm about to show you. And you can see people got some pretty interesting setups. Like this guy, you got the increased defense. Like I showed in the last video, you want increased defense, decrease attack with that buff removal, and then some damage, some heals and damage. So you can look at these teams and kind of follow what you need to do to get to where you're on stage 9. For me, I'm not doing stage 9 because my Brody is not scrolled out yet. I need to get him with some scrolls. If you guys don't have Brody, go to my other video. I show you how to do this, doing the decreased attack and increased defense on your people. So Brody, here we are. If you're using him, make sure you get your accuracy up. It does take accuracy to land that shield removal. If you get him scrolled, it makes it 10 times better because you can actually speed tune him properly. Right now I just push his skill haste up so I can try to keep the skills moving. I use Fur Bath here for heals and decrease attack. You don't need decrease attack to keep the shield small, but this boss hits hard, so it's good to either have decrease attack or buff removal, which I get from Dane, in order to keep from getting hit too hard. These are the same gears that I use on my other stuff. I'm not trying to change out gears, and every time I do a dungeon, I like to just have plug and play teams, and then I just kind of change my supports to what I need them to be. So all of these are the same as you've seen before. Eric, high attack, crit rate, crit damage. Hexandra, same as before. HP, defense, a little bit of skill haste. And then using this mirror for the extra heals. It's a really good mirror, good artifact. So we'll get this one going. I'm going to cut it short when we get towards the end because I don't want to use too much energy right now for the new exploration coming out. So what I do is I take my auto starting off of Brody and my attack dealer. As soon as the boss attacks, boom, we'll use him to remove shield and then him to hit our attacks. And now they'll be tuned for the rest of the fight, so they land at those same times. Because Brody is slightly slower than the boss and Eric is slightly slower than Brody, I can run this full auto, so I can use like multi-battles when I have them, which we don't get very often, but when they're there or when I just don't want to watch the screen, I can let it run and walk away. But if you time it out, it makes the runs go a lot smoother. And now usually what I'll do is when we get about half health, then we're gonna recheck the speed tune. We don't have to, but I like to keep things going smooth when I'm actually watching it. So we'll let him hit. There we go. Right here you'll see how hard the boss can hit, because I'm probably not gonna have the buff removal. Oh, I know we got it in time. Never mind. So for this round, we're not gonna use their moves. We're gonna cycle through the boss. And then we're going to reset them. If you're doing this, you don't have to reset the speed tune like that. I just like to do it because I said it makes it go a lot faster for our times. And that's the run. You can see the damage there. As you see, we're pretty much at the end. Boss drops shield. We drop his shield. We hit him hard. And that's the team. We're going to go and end it. You know, I see it runs pretty smooth. Like I was saying before, I think in order to get to stage 9, I just need to get Brody's scrolls done. If you guys come in here, make sure you check these lineups and you can see what types of teams are out there. You can always go to these non-legendary lineups and then plug in whatever legendaries you have to your teams to do your replacements. You could tell Brody, a lot of people who, if you have him, people use him because he's really good for these dungeons. I accidentally clicked on one, so I think it's trying to load it in. But anyways, that's the run. If you guys need help, go to the lineups. If you don't have Brody, go to my other video. I show you how to do it without him. Y'all have a good one.